What's up, nerds? Goz Master here with another Magic the Gathering puzzle quest. Today's quest, part 3 of Kamigawa's wish list. Man, I want to see these cards ported over. It's going to be a real short video today. I got a couple meetings I got to get to, but I really wanted to touch base with you guys. And in addition to that, I wanted to also announce the winner of the Daxos contest. I had somebody asking me about it inside the Facebook group, and frankly, I just wanted you guys to see it, so we're going to go through it here and go through that. But before we do, we're going to finish up the last of these Daxos cards. So as you're joining me here, there's a bit of a delay in the chat. Comment, let me know you're here, give me a big shout out, and then I'm going to go over some of the Kamigawa stuff that I'm hopeful we'll get previews today. I'm not, too optimistic now. It's a little bit later in the day. It's kind of lame, but it is what it is. First, before we begin, huge shout out to my man DP Bowman. DP Daniel is in Discord. Absolute Chad. I love this guy. He's absolutely one of my favorite people in the world. Such a huge supporter of the channel in all kinds of just words and engagement. We wound up actually meeting through here and we became friends on social media for reals. Love this guy. Cannot say enough great things. He sent this to me for my birthday some time back. He sent me this cool swag. So if you're not in the know as to what my man Ricky Baker is here, Ricky Bobby, that's a different Ricky. Ricky Baker, if you don't know who that is, Google it, my friend, because that movie is absolutely one of my favorites in the world. Absolutely love that movie. Whenever it's on, I will watch the thing. I'll just sit down and go through it. All right. That said, DP, bro, appreciate it. His in-game name is D, all of the above. So if you ever face D, all of the above, whatever you're into, hey, no judging. Just know that is absolutely one of the coolest Chads on the absolute planet. Dude is amazing. Love him. Love you, bro. All right, that said, let's get the Surge Hacker Mech. It's 4 colorless mana, artifact vehicle, menace. When Surge Hacker Mech enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles you control to target creature or planeswalker on opponent's control. Crew 4, 5/5. So my thing with this is, and what I would like to see is, if vehicles, I just like all the vehicles. I should have finished this one up last time. In the last video, but it is what it is. I want to see this verbiage have this and all its reinforcements, because again, we only have 3 creature slots. Everything should have plus all of its reinforcements, and I want to see that happen on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see that we are utilizing those slots as much as humanly possible. So when this enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles and all of its reinforcements to an opponent's creature. And then we can have some shenanigans and some fun. It gives it some potential to play. If it isn't, it's a 4/4 colorless artifact. Gives some of the colorless planeswalkers or some of the cards that have synergy with colorless some nice bodies to throw at stuff. So I'm pretty excited to see what this does. But if we can add that extra thing that it does some damage once it comes on the board, all the more reason to want to play with that. All right, next is Inventive Iteration. 3 colorless and a blue. Sagas. We're going to get into the sagas here. I like this one. Return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. So some bounce. Again, Oktagon, please, I know you've already made this decision, but please, for this set or any others, do not put 5 in hand. Blue needs removal desperately. What's up, Roy? How are you, man? Blue needs removal. Mono blue needs removal desperately. And our best option in blue is, regardless of hand size, bouncing a creature or bouncing a permanent to hand. And if it doesn't fit, it's destroyed. Please let this do that without the 5 cards in hand business. I'm not holding my breath for that, but I am hopeful. All right, second stage of the saga, second turn. Return an artifact card from your graveyard to your hand if you can't draw a card. I love that it's dual purpose. Please, please, please give us some secondary functionality. If it doesn't do the first thing, the ability to do the second thing. Excited for that. That's really cool. So we're not just wasting or holding a saga back until we're holding a card we could cast on the board because we don't have the rest of the parameters in place. Regardless, this helps us with card advantage and all kinds of other things. And finally, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. This is what's neat about the new sagas, is that they're going to do double duty. They have their thing, they run their course. You exile the card. So before we get into that, if you're running this and then Savior of Allenbach or a Guardian of Faith, or a combination of the two, every time Savior gets exiled or destroyed, I get to go pull this back to the board and I get multiple functions of stuff that's happening. I'm really excited for that. Because then if I'm on its first phase, its first chapter, and I put 2 or 3 of those on the board, I get to bounce 2 or 3 of their things, which could steamroll fairly quickly. So I love Exile as a play strategy right now. It's my favorite way to do and win. I've won flawless victories on my events, except for Timeless Voyage. The bottom node, that's all speed. Speed and hold on to your butts. But every other event I've played, Savior of Allenbach and my Tamio build is what's devastating it. Okay, so when this creature comes into the board, it's a living breakthrough, enchantment creature, moonfolk, flying. Whenever you cast a spell, your opponents can't cast spells with the same mana value as the spell until your next turn. 3/3. So many different things about this that are amazing. Number one, I can do the things on my turn. I don't have to do them on my opponent's turn. I can go through all of the casting stuff that I normally have, right? You'll disable the cards they have in hand if they have those casting costs to the beginning of your next turn. So you can essentially lock down in a more permanent way. Now this is for spells, so I hope that it's any card on their side, regardless of what it is, or maybe make a creature type. If you cast a creature, they can't cast creatures. If you cast a card with flash, they can't cast cards with flash. Whatever spell. Whatever, right? Sorcery, all the different things we have inside of PQ. So there's that. It's another form of denial. I think this is going to go great inside of Chronoclast, Teferi Chronoclast, so that he has a lot more control, and this will actually make him functionally control. I think more effective than he is now. He's neat. He's kind of annoying, really. This is lockdown. I like lockdown control. I don't see that for Chronoclast, really, with his abilities. I think this would really help that out. Those are my thoughts on that. I like this card. I hope it ports over well. All right, so I'm going to skip a couple here. Ooh, what's this doing? All right, so we're going to go... Yep, no, it's here. All right, so we're going to go to Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It's a 2 colorless, 1 red. Create a 2/2 red Goblin Shaman creature token with whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. You may discard up to 2 cards. If you do draw that many cards, exile the saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. So create a 2/2 red goblin shaman creature token with. So shaman is a keyword for. There's some cards like Mentor's Guidance that get 2 basically for shaman, wizard, or I think there's something else that's out there on the board. Whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. This creates treasure tokens with those. Give that creature double strike somehow, which there is double strike cards in here. You're getting 2 tokens per turn, all from 1 card. Like this first ability does several different things. Puts a body on the board, gives you something to create tokens, and it's a non-legendary creature, which you're going to see why that matters here in a minute. That first chapter is really good. Lots of value there. You may discard up to 2 cards if you do draw that many cards. Love up to, so I can ditch 1, I can ditch 2. I like discard draw. I don't like when you have to. So I like the discards that say you may. So, and then they do something else on top of that, so it's not just a wasted card in your hand. So gain life, and then you may do blah, blah, blah. That card for discard and draw is a lot of fun for me. So this is good, a lot of good value there. And then, of course, we get into what the third thing is, which is this. Reflection of Kikijiki. Kikijiki. Enchantment creature, Goblin Shaman. So it's an enchantment, Goblin and a Shaman. 1 tap, create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except that it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step, of the next end step. So this turn, activated gem on the board, I assume. I break it. I get to copy any non-legendary creature that we have. I would hope that they would adjust it so that we can do it both sides, their creature or my creature, whatever. But if not, then that gives us a chance to, we have that, we have the goblin that's on the board, so we can double it up for a turn. Now, if we, again, we only have 3 slots, so it's not like Paper Magic, we're going to have infinite number of creatures on the board. We have 3 creatures. So if it is a copy of a creature we have, it reinforces it, and then that creature gains, at the end of the turn, lose a reinforcement until end of turn. Right? It's kind of something we could do there. So we gain the reinforcement, does the thing, loses the reinforcement at the end of turn. Kind of the same model, but at least this way, it's something that works within the PQ limitations of creatures, and I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. All right, real quick, hang on. Thought I had a delivery here, but it's not. Working from home, it's a great thing. All right, so let's see if we can do this. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. which is Hidetsugu Consumes All. Colorless, black, red. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less, so any tokens, get out of here. Exile all graveyards is the second chapter. That's huge. That's a big deal. Especially if you're running like Olenbach kind of stuff. You're getting rid of all the stuff, and you're getting the stuff back. Exile the Saga, then return it to the battlefield. You know what that is. So Vessel of the All-Consuming. It's really about this. Trample. Whenever Vessel of the All-Consuming deals damage, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever a Vessel of the All-Consuming deals damage to a player, if it is dealt 10 or more damage to that player this turn, they lose the game. I would love some alternate win cons. I would love some alternate win cons that would allow us to go Voltron on this guy, ramp him up, and let us go do damage. And yeah, that's pretty epic. I would love that. I really don't expect them to do this. There are some alternate non-lose cons, but not anything that would allow us to. What's up, Zucacris? What's up, the Hunter? Yeah, you guys tell me. Would you guys like some alternate win cons, or would this just be annoying to you? Would you just say like, oh my gosh, that card hit the board, I got to do something to get rid of it? I like that kind of franticness sometimes in the game. I like seeing some type of alternate thing that I have to watch out for. It frankly becomes too predictable for the ways that we can win now in standard, and I think this would be a pretty neat way to do that. All right, finally, probably my favorite card in the set out of the sagas for sure. A 5-color plus a 1 colorless saga. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. This is the Kami War. So exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. So I get to wipe out anything from their board. Please allow us to be able to target their supports as well, or targeting supports would be fantastic. But even randomly dealing with supports, if not creatures, would be great. Return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, then each opponent discards a card. That's cool, because then we return the permanent. Again, no need to have room in hand, so that if they don't get it to hand, it's destroyed, please. And then we add, they ditch a card on top of all of that, and it would typically be the first card in hand, not the last card in hand. And then exile the saga, get the other thing in. And this one is Oktagon Made Manifest. Enchantment creature, dragon spirit. It's a dragon as well. So this is going to have a lot of synergy with some of the other stuff that's going on inside of dragons. Oktagon Made Manifest is all colors, flying trample. Whenever Oktagon Made Manifest attacks, defending player chooses a non-land card in your graveyard. Return that card to your hand. Oktagon Made Manifest gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is that mana value of that card. That is just stupid good. That is so fun. There's so many little nuances to that. I know Steve is going to look at this and say, it's too complicated. Too many words. Too many words. Just say, I get it. I know. I like the nuances of that. I think this would be a lot of fun. I think this would be super fantastic to have it ported over just as is. It's a really flexible card. And the big thing about it is Karn. Karn is going to love this card because it's a 5-color card, and we don't have enough 5-color cards. I want a 3-color walker in addition to that. All right, my friends, thoughts on this? Yes, 5-color card, please. The artwork is amazing on these. Absolutely. The Hunter. What's up, Nathan? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Yo, 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 yo. All right, so that said, those are my thoughts on the Kamigawa. I'm hoping we get some type of deal today with an announcement from them. I'm really not expecting that, but we will go from there. Now, finally, some time ago, I announced the Daxos challenge, where I wanted people to really convince me why Daxos was a good planeswalker. For black-white, I had typically been using my first one, which was what's his face? I can't think. I'm trying to think about 3 different things right now that I have to get to. Sorin, Grim Nemesis. And the reason is because his second and third ability synergize so well together that if I have any creature on the board, typically I win within a couple of turns. And I didn't see the real value in Daxos. I know. Emotional damage. What wound up happening was everybody flooded me with a bunch of, like, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. You should love Daxos. He's amazing. So what I wound up doing was I said, okay, I issued a challenge. Convert me. Get me to think that Daxos is amazing. And whoever does the best job of that and provides me the best synergies on those, I'm going to wind up giving a prize pack to. So without further ado, or, without more ado than I've already adoed, I'm going to announce the winner right here. Scrounger. This is inside of my Discord. You guys want to, if you're not already in Discord, get over to Discord. There's a link below. Get in, or it's in the comment section. Get the show more section. get into there, and then it's in the Planeswalker discussion section. And if you guys want some whatever, I can tag you guys in it. Just message me inside of Discord, and I'll send you where it is. My bro went in here full diagnostic mode and broke down all kinds of different synergies and explanations as to what it is. I love this stuff. And Scrounger is a free-to-play player. There's a lot of free-to-play players in there. The mana crystals I've been saving are getting tougher and tougher not to spend till set drops. Yeah, Roy, that's a tough thing to do for Kamigawa. And I'm hopeful after the previews you can make that decision. You'll see which cards are worth chasing, and then you can go... yeah, someone is getting a Daxos prize. Are you kidding me? Absolutely, yes. Because they convinced me that Daxos is absolutely one of the most powerful black-white walkers. I still feel the builds that Scrounger posted here, one of them in particular, I'm going to show you right here. This one right here this is just straight up fire. Oh, and I can't really, let me see if I can, oh, I can't. Let me see if I can do it this way. You guys might have to zoom in on that one. All right, well, as it is, it's Dax speed build. It's got Runed Crown, Poet's Quill, Read the Bones. Actually, maybe I can do this. Can I do this? Nope. Now I'm doing too much. See this? I'm doing too much. I am doing too much. Nope. Hold on, I gotta figure out where I put this thing. Oh man, I just messed it up. Well, at any rate, let me do this. All right. So, long story short was, he put an entire build in there, 3 different builds. That first build is so fast and so fun. It's pretty amazing. The other side of that, though, and what I would really recommend is I actually found a build that I really like. I built it, played with it for a while, and like, oh, this is awesome. I didn't save the deck, so I've got to go rebuild it, and I don't have time to do it now. So I will be doing a special spotlight video, my old way, where I'm doing the editing and stuff. It'll be a quick, like, probably a Goz Master digital short, and I will post that deck for you guys to see how it works and what it does. With that said, though, yeah, I know hey, listen, we do these things live. We're trying to get the synergy, and you know what? Hey, I would love some honest feedback here. Honest feedback time. Do you guys prefer the higher production stuff? I like doing these lives because they're easier to kick out. However, I really like I actually went back. This is how silly I am. I actually went back and watched a few of the other videos I've done before. I had a lot more production value, like guitars and over sounds and voice dubs and stuff. And I find that stuff really entertaining, and I really enjoy it. It's just a lot of work to do. So which style do you prefer? Do you prefer the silly, all the extra stuff, or do you like these lives, or a combination of the two? What do you think? Comments here. Zux Chris went perfect at ATV, bottom with Daxos, killer planeswalker. He is. He's really good. I am a full convert now. I think he's a great planeswalker. I would argue he is better than Sorin Grim Nemesis. But I gotta say, there's as good as he is, you have to ramp into his third. That's really the thing. So if you have his third filled all the time, it's basically a board wipe, a non-targeted board wipe that you can continue to just crush your enemies with, gain life, and grow with it. If you don't specifically build, though, 2 mana ramp into that third, he can get behind unless you're using, all the regular cards that make him powerful. And the challenge I issued was you can't use like dragons, you can't use prismatic bridge, you can't use any of the standard tropes to just win. And my reasoning behind that was those win anyways. I don't need Daxos to make those cards win. Show me what Daxos does that wins on his own. And frankly, between his third and his first, if you can just crank those out, if you ramp into those, it's devastating. That Planeswalker can win handily and keep your life totals high, so you can grind with him and not have to recharge or use any of your elixirs to get it done. That said, those are my thoughts on Daxos. As always, my friends, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world just spend this time with me here. It is truly appreciated. As always, comment below, like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, and feedback on this. But most importantly, go join the party. I'm always trying to get to 1,000 subs. So if you haven't subscribed, it would really mean the world to me if you did. Until that said, hopefully soon. In fact, I'm going to go look right now and see what we've got for, what do we got? Do we have anything from Oktagon right now or from Puzzle Quest? I'm looking. Nothing, no announcement yet. Come on, man. I'm gonna show you guys something here real quick. Hang on. I'm kind of just annoying the heck out of the community in PQ. Let's see if this shows proper. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. So these are my these are my posts, right? It's like, is it time yet? How about now? And then if you look at the comments, it's soon. Is today the day? Like just over and over and over again. I'm constantly asking questions about, man, is it time? Come on. So I am annoying them, and nobody is telling me that today is the day. So that's unfortunate. But we will keep you guys posted. As soon as I know, you guys will know, and hopefully I can do a live reaction to the PQs. If not, I'll record it and do it the old school way. At any rate, till our next quest, my friends, swords.